Hello everybody, welcome to another week of GT4 action. We're in Spain for this round, Barcelona. We have myself, Exorcist, in the comms tonight. Hopefully we'll be seeing Little Bear pop in and show us all his masterful comments on the race tonight. Just having a look now to see what the guys will be doing with their qualifying in this race. 10-minute qualifying. We have a field of 13 drivers, which is outstanding on a Sunday night. Matt Lloyd says 666, size 666, sorry. Cobb McCall, Rocky, Brett Want, Colin, Antbark, Adge, Stozza, Gazza, TT, Stu. Now Stu's back into the racing. He's come back. He was away for a while. And Bounty is back in as well. What looks at it, I'm not sure what Bounty's driving there. What is he driving there? He's driving. Oh, hey, look at that! Oh, he's in the Janetta. And there's a car, everybody. Now listen to that thing. Listen to it. That's got a note onto its own. So this is round 3. We are entering in tonight. At the present time, the Drivers' Championship is looking quite sorry ladies, sorry everyone. Yeah, no, the Drivers' Championship, I have the ladder in front of me right here, and leading off in first position is TT. He's on 89 points, followed by Rain of Fire on 71, Ant Lloyd on 60. Coming in fourth is Stozza on 59, Adge 57, and it's an equal tie there between the two. Gazza is on 55. 7th is Brett Want on 50. Scoop in 8th spot, 47. Cobb McCall in 9th, 46. Colin 1950, 43 and 10th. Antbark 35 in 11th. Stuka. Sorry, eyes aren't the best. Stu on 27 and 12th. Ice in My Veins 25th, Bounty 24th and 14th, Putner also in 14th on 24, and Sparky is in 15th on 18 points. Now there's a few guys that were in the 6 hour at Silverstone, and I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing any of those guys tonight, but we still have a very strong looking field of 13 cars on track. Riding along with Cobb McCall right now. He's taken pole with an 156.742. Beautiful looking livery there on the Aston Martin, the P&L colours there. And he's followed Stuka. I don't know why I keep saying Stuka. Stu is inherited pole position, 155, so he's got a second on TT there. TT has also come up in a beautiful looking Chevy Camaro. Listen to that. Now, last week we had a bit of a rain race, or more like a monsoon race. Pretty sure the guys will be loving to have a nice dry dry time here in Spain. showcase what these GT4 cars can do in fine conditions. Got a very strong field. It's great to see some other makes as well, the Audis and the here we got the lone Porsche, GT4 Porsche. It's been driven around by size 666. Like the numbers there, 666. But he's driving number 34 tonight. A couple of guys still to do a lap. 666i, Brett Want, and I don't know. Only got the two now, 666 and Brett Want to put in a lap time. So got 3 minutes odd left to go. But this is a very technical track and a very open space track as well. There's going to be a lot of passing manoeuvres being able to be done here. It's a favourite to some, and it's not a favourite to others. I've heard a lot of people say when this track comes up on the schedule, they take a night off. Not too sure why. I think it's a great track. It's plenty of high-speed straights, and this back section, though, can be quite tricky, and you really need to be just not nursing the car, but just feathering through some of these corners, and this final chicane can undo you quite quickly, especially this second last part of the chicane, and then it's foot to the floor to the start finish line. Let's see what Brett Want gets from this. Let's see what he's going to post. Nope. So we'll just have a look-see up here a little bit further to see what's going on. Who's coming around? TT's coming around now. He's going to making sure he sticks every part of this back section. This is where you lose a lot of time, or you can gain a lot of time. It's technical part of the track. This is where it all happens. I think he's just taking the foot out just there. He's just trying to get himself a little bit of space in between. So we'll jump back on with Brett Want and see what Brett can do. If anyone's out there, just give us a shout out to let me know what the comm sounds are like. If there's anything I need to adjust before the race, going to be tremendi. Okay, this is the important part for Brett. There's a minute left on the clock. He's still got some time to put in another lap. And I'd be thinking he'd really like to stick this one. When you have trouble giving yourself a banker lap, and then you happen to fight the clock to put up a time, can make life so much more difficult for you. Let's see what Brett can do. And then to start straight, and he has put in quite a good lap there. He's taken second spot on the leaderboard there. He's .282 off Stu. He's in a 155. We'll go up and have a look at Stu right now. Yowdy. Excuse me. Have a listen to that Audi. So Stu's going to come across the line. Let's see if he can improve on that time. I believe he might have. I'm not sure. No, he's going to be. It looks like he's going to be starting in pole position. So, the great man returns, and he has put it on the pole. Well, there you go. And by the looks of that, Oz's coming around. Got Ant Bark there also. He's 0.3 behind, sitting in third spot. Stozza is on fourth. He's absolutely monstering those curbs. For the chicane there. Let's see if he's going to improve on his time here. No, he's not, no. So by the looks of that, we have our starting grid all well and truly mapped out. We've got Stu sitting in pole, 155, followed by Brett Want, very, very close behind him. In second, Ant Bark third, Stozza in fourth, TT in fifth, Bounty sixth, Cobb in seventh, Gaz in eighth, Rocky in ninth, Ant Lloyd in 10th, Adge 11th, Cy 666, I'm just going to call him 666 from now, yeah, 12th, Colin 1950 in 13th, and Scoop, who wasn't able to perform a lap, he rounds out the field sitting in 14th. And yeah, this is going to be a race. I think it's going to be a very fast-paced race, but anything is possible with these sorts of races. We've got got 14 cars on track. Unfortunately, again, I have to say that the views in car and chase cam are pretty much all we can use on the PS4 version. It is a shame. I would have loved to have been able to give you track side, to give you a wider view of the cars going past. Hey, there's Rain of Fire, evening rain. Rain's just coming back from his 6-hour stint at Silverstone. And the Kid Buyers League there, I'm sure he's got his feet up tonight, and he's going to be sitting back watching the lads here. Thanks for joining us there, Rain. Good to see you, mate. Very, very big weekend of racing for the boys in the not the Kid Buyers League. Sorry to say, it was the Oz New Zealand League. Rain saying he did a 2-hour 25 stint, and he is knackered. And I would be too, mate. I would be looking for the closest place to lie down and probably not off for another 6 hours. That's an outstanding effort by all those guys. 6 hours behind the wheels of their cars. So probably 2.5 hours, 3 hours each. Some drivers, some teams had 2 drivers, I believe. So it would have been a 3-hour odd stint for them. It's a long time to be sitting behind the wheel of a race car, especially a track like Silverstone. That's very technical track, a great track to race on. And congratulations to all those. I believe Twitch won the race. I'm not too sure about the others from there. Maybe Rain, you could post up what actually happened there. That'd be great to let everybody know. But go over to the Kid Buyers Discord. Go over to his Twitch channel, and you can sit back and watch the race. The replay of it, tremendous, absolutely brilliant. But here we go. We have 2 minutes on the clock before we start. Before the guys go out and do their formation lap. Weather conditions, it's 23 on track. It's quite cool for Spain. But we're going to see what's going to happen here. The start of this race, I believe the guys are really going to have to get out there and get their positions, earn their positions. It's going to be a very fast race, I said before. But we're going to be starting off once my car gets thrown into the pit lane. We're going to sit on board with TT, who's sitting fifth, and there he is right there with his beautiful looking Chevy Camaro there. And great to see Bounty right there beside him in the Ginetta. And there's a car that doesn't really get a lot of track time, but it's great to see it in the GT4 series we have here. I'd like to see that car maybe in the PS5 doing a version of a Ginetta Cup. That'd be great to see. So I'm just going to be go off comms for a second, and let's see. You're all back at the start of the race, at the race proper. See you all soon.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to start gridding up. You guys are getting the tyres nice and warm. Current temp is 23 on the track. Looks like we have Scoop, who's in the pits. Maybe he missed the 30-second countdown. That's unfortunate when that happens. I've done that a few times. Never a good thing. Let's hope that Scoop can do something, come out and guns are blazing. But here we go, everybody. Everyone's getting themselves ready. All gridding up. Double file. We have 2 Audis and 3 Chevys to make up the top grid. Let's just give themselves. It's supposed to be sitting beside TT. It's supposed to be Bounty. Bounty's there. I can hear that Janetta. You can hear that Janetta anywhere. But here we go. Green flag, and we are away. First corner. Let's hope everybody gets through there unscathed. Just trying to have a look, see at each other everywhere. Coming down to this first corner. Nicely done there. Ooh, we've got a little bit of a tippy tap there from Bounty into Janetta on TT there. Oh, there's a little bit more TT and Stosser there coming together. Hope there's not much damage going on there, but looks like everybody has made it through. Just going to stick with TT here just for a minute, just looking up ahead of him. I've seen Brett Want, Ant Bark and Stu out in front. It's the Audis versus the Chevys at the moment. Ant Buck has gone off there, broke a little bit deep. He's breaking a bit. Or he looks like he might have had some trouble getting it turned in. I'm not too sure what happened there, but he's unfortunately dropped back to Bark. He's unfortunately dropped down to 10th. On board with Gaza right now, BHR. One of the BHR lads. It's coming past Adge there in Aston Martin. Gaz had a little bit of issue last week, I believe, in the race we had. I can't remember where that was. He got a drive through because there was a game glitch, which gave him a stop go, I believe. Unfortunate thing for happened to Gaz there. I believe he qualified maybe pole position. Skew car up in front. He's meaning business. He's looking for some points to get himself up and going. Got Brent Want following him along. Gaz going a bit wide there. That seems to be you see that quite a bit on this track at that particular corner. Don't ask me what their names are, I have no idea. But you brake too late and you're going to be running off. So not a favourite corner of mine, that either. Just saying. We've got TT sitting in behind Brett Want. This is your first, second and third right here. In the next couple of laps, we might go on board one of the guys. And if you're out there watching and you'd like me to go into the cockpit of someone's car there, let me know, and we'll make that happen for you. So it's gonna behind TT here. We've got an outback and the beautiful looking blue Audi. It's a really nice looking paint job. Stozza sitting in behind the Ant with his P&L colours. Oh yeah, the Chevy didn't like that very much. Not sure what actually happened there. She just sort of let go at the most worst time to let go. But she certainly did. And he's dropped 2 places because of that. That's unfortunate. You know, you're not expecting your car to be doing anything stupid, especially at a time when it shouldn't be doing something stupid. Gazza in here, he's following Bounty around. Let's have a listen to that Janetta. The little spacecraft, I like to call it. But it is great fun to drive. That's sort of the speed we're getting down the straight there. But she's looking very, very comfortable. Bounty will be working his magic in the Janetta. It's a great little car. He's certainly sticking. He's sticking with Ant Bark there. We've got Adge also back here in the Aston Martin. Beautiful looking paint job. Great sounding car. He's getting harassed at the moment. He's getting harassed by Rocky. Rocky doesn't want to be back in 10th. He wants that 9th spot. This will be an interesting little battle through the that part of the circuit here coming up. So the chicane. Let's see how these cars behave going through here. That Chevy doesn't mind the big curbs. Now let's see what sort of pace we have. The Camaro and the Aston Martin. And the Aston Martin, mind you, is doing alright. Oh, Rocky's having a look there. Adge has got that covered. This looks like a battle that's going to ensue for some time. Hope you're enjoying the stream, everybody. Round 3 of the GT4 series. The final series for Race on Oz with the PS4. Using plenty of track Adge up there. Martin looking quite at home here. Go up the front and see how the lads are behaving themselves. Stu going across the line. 5 laps completed. He's got Brett Want just in the wings behind him, coming in second. Brett Want, he's doing quite well for himself here. He's trying to remember where he was sitting. He's actually sitting 7th in the championship. Stu is sitting in 12th on 27 points. A long way to go. Have a look down at the bottom here with, with Scoop. Unfortunately, Scoop had to start from pit lane, and no one likes that missing 30-second call. But I know Scoop's going to continue to battle. He's not going to throw the towel in. You keep going, Scoop. Doing good, mate. But Colin sitting just in front of him in 13th. Where is Cole in the championship? Cole, where are you, mate? And Cole is sitting... He's sitting in 10th spot on 43 points. He's 3 points adrift of Cobb McCall, who is sitting in 12th spot. Now, I did say we were going to have a look-see around. Oh, I forgot to mention 666 in the Porsche. So there's 2 Porsches on the track. Great to see. Let's go for a... see if we can find a nice little battle here. And oh, she's got a little bit hairy for Ant there, and Gaz has jumped on through. I think that Audi was trying to kill Ant there for a second. They have a tendency to do that, the Audis. Bounty out there in 4th. TT, he's sitting 3rd. He's coming up on Brett Want, and Brett Want just behind Stu. So I think maybe we'll go on board with whoa. Let's go on board with Antmark in cab, in cockpit. He's sitting behind Gaz here, coming through the final chicane. Let's see what these 2 big Audis can do down the straight. Unfortunate for Ant, their last lap. His Audi lost some traction coming up onto this corner, actually, on the first corner. I believe he came around here and she wasn't very happy about something. I just gathered her up. Gaz's Audi's looking quite stable coming up through these through this section of track. Great stuff, boys. It's good racing so far. Oh, and the Audi's again sent him off. I'm not sure if he's having some brake bias dramas there, or not sure what's happening there, but it's not liking something. And we got Stozza just sitting in behind Ant there. Listen to that Chevy Camaro. Yeah, I thought as well. I thought the same, Rain. I think you might be right. He might have some brake bias issues. Normally the Audi is quite stable, but it can also throw you off track before you know it. Sometimes it's a bit of a driver killer, the Audi sometimes, I believe. A few guys I've raced with, they've spoken to me how temperamental the Audi can be, and there it goes again. And this time it looks like we've got damage, unfortunately for Ant. It's thrown him straight into the wall. And not a good place to be with everyone zooming past him. Unfortunately for Ant, he's going to be right down near the back of the field now. His Audi certainly hasn't been very nice at all. Isn't that brilliant? GRT, have a new logo, spoken by the great man Rain of Fire, the captain. And a huge shout out to Bounty for the help that he has given Rain there. That's the sort of community we are in. Everybody helps each other. It's fantastic. It's the way it should be. Well done, lads. Looking forward to seeing the GRT on track next season, and I'm sure Rain of Fire, you got the plans all ready, mate, all ready to go. Great to see. Let's go up with Stoz. It looks like Stoz is getting a little bit of who's that behind the Stoz there? This Ant. Stoz is coming over the line now. Complete another lap here at Barcelona. Sorry, Rain, I didn't catch that. I looked up and the screen went blank. All the texts. TT sitting in third, Brett Want in second. And Brett Want is doing a bit sex off Stu, who's driving a fantastic race up front. I won't put the mockers on anybody, but he's doing a great job in his Audi. He's a bit of an Audi man, Stu. He likes his Audis. So, anybody in the community wants to get a rundown on the Audi, have a chat to Stu. He'll let you know all of its he'll let you know all about its goods and bads. And Brett Want certainly does, Rain. He's got this beautiful, listen to that Chevy Camaro. He's got her on rails. Through these corners, he's onto the gas so quick. And there's not a hint of understeer or oversteer. It's foot flat to the boards now, coming down the straight. Listen to that. I'm going to shut up for a second. Enjoy this Chevy. And there's a hot fast lap there from Brett Want in the number 7 Chevy Camaro. The thing is absolutely on rails, this rain and fire, as just said. Absolutely flat chat. It didn't even look like it had even the slightest of understeer or oversteer. It was just pinpoint straight through all the way. On board with Gaz right now, he's sitting in behind Bounty. Where is Bounty? Oh, Bounty's up here. Yeah, well, there we go. Look at this little Gianetta. There's not many right-hand cars in this game. This is one of them. It's got this Gianetta pointing nicely. Snapping through those gears. There's a bit of a feather through there. Oh, looks like we've had some, I believe you're right there, Ray. The Bentley is the only other right-hand drive in this game. Some info for you all out there. Driving a car like the Gianetta, some of these cars have really good cockpit view, and as you can see, you've got that pillar right there. That would be a bit of a blind side for the right hand corners, the apexes. Oh, she's got a little bit taily there. The Mountie coming out. And Gaz is just trying to hold some sort of get into that gap there a little bit. Him and Bounty. See Bounty up there in the distance. Stew car, just travelling lovely, nicely along there. Thanks, Gaz. Thanks, Rain. And sometimes it gets a bit tricky with only one set of eyes on the screen. I do not have Little Bear with me again tonight, and no message as to why. So, those out there, if you'd like to send Bear a message to let him know that his commentating partner would like to know what's going on and why no message. I think that's a fine. And we're here with Size 666, he's in the GT4 Porsche, the Porker, as it's affectionately known. He's coming up here in the back part of the circuit here. He's going to be showing us what this Porsche can do for this set of chicanes. Quite stable going through that section of track. It's currently sitting in 10th spot. Not a bad sound either, the Porsche. Yeah, there's a bit of a feather around there. Making sure she's nice and neat and tidy. It's coming up under the bridge. Oh. Sure what's happening there, had a bit of a glitch, another glitch. But it doesn't mean I'm going to start having trouble with my internet. It's a scoop in the second of the Porsches, number 76. Oh dear, yep. Ran a little bit wide there on the brakes. I think we're going to go back and show some of these cars in chase mode again. And what a stupid way of having to do this. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what's happening there. It should not be doing that. Get back onto the track, you stupid thing. Alright, I've rejoined the race and we're back with Brett Want. Currently sitting second. And this gap between him and Stu seems to be getting a little bit more in the favour of Brett Want here. He's certainly making up some time in the area, certain sectors. I'm not sure what sector he's getting some time on Stu, but he's certainly making ground. Look at that big monster. Well, here we go. Oh, yeah. Brett Want saw Stu going in, and was follow the leader there. So our race leaders have just entered the pits on lap 15, and they're going to complete their stops with 30 minutes left to race. We'll see what happens when they come out of their pit lane. On board now with Gaza, BHR, and the beautiful looking BHR livery there. I wonder if Gaza's going to be hopping into the Audi in the season 12.
You're halfway through, not over yet.
No, it's not over yet. Thank you, Klaus. Well, thanks for joining us if you're watching tonight. Much appreciated. Just to reaffirm that this is the last season of the GT4s on the PS4 console. PS4 has been a workhorse, I believe, in the console. And a great, some great racing in all forms, and all other games as well. But that's technology. It moves on, and it moves on quite quickly. Let's see if Gaza is going to take his pit stop here, or if he's going to continue on. Nope. And he comes. I should have been Nostradamus. So Gaz has come in to do his pit stop. We've got Stozza. Stozza's going on past. He's going to inherit the lead by the looks of this. So pretty much got half the field have come in and done their pit stops. We'll still have Scoop, Sai, Rocky, Adge, Stozza, and Gaz is doing his now to complete their stops. Just over 27 minutes left in the race, and there hasn't been a lot of action as far as the Biff and Baff, but it's been run very not very well by the lads. So it's let's have a look here. Rocky here, he's sitting in third, just behind Adge. Adge up into the second spot. How he's feeling in that Porsche right now. See if these two guys are going to come in for their pit stops on this lap. Oh, Edge gone a little bit deep there. Yeah, it is close to Brett. Rain. I think we're going to see a good battle in the end with Stewie, Brett and TT. And we might just go and have a look-see at them two in a minute, those lot in a minute. Adge is going off to take his pit stop. Interesting to see where Adge comes out as well, but Brett Want, who is he being followed by? But that'd be TT. Here we go. Nothing in it onto the timings there. Brett Want just covering himself going through that chicane. And the big Camaros get on the loud pedal on the straight here. Back through the gears. Just gonna love that sound. Nothing like the sound of a V8 on its burgle through the gears. These two are having a great battle. TT is sticking right there with Brett Want. Stu, where are you, Stu? Sitting in 4th spot there. Yeah, just not too far off Brett Want there. Getting a little bit of a gap though. That's pretty much been the order of the day. Ooh, slide there from TT. Been the order of the day. That Audi's just sort of kept and maintained the lead. He'd be coming up on some of these other guys now who are doing their pit stops. Stozzer's in. It'll be interesting to see when Rocky and Size 666 go in for their pit stops. It won't be long till they go in, I'd say. There we go, Rocky's in. Size should be following. This battle commences. TT and Brett Want. Brett just sort of got a little bit of a better run out of that chicane. And he's got the hammer down, he's off to the races. So, Stu has inherited 2nd spot due to the timing of the pit stop that he took, and pretty much the other guys, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all doing their, whoa, where did Brett Want? Have a off-track excursion there. I remember the days back in Project Cars 2, if you went off the track and came back on, they gave you a slowdown, so you had to drive at 30 k's an hour until that little message disappeared from the screen. That's an interesting little thought there of what ACC would be like if we had to stop-go the slowdown penalty in game. I believe iRacing does it. I'm not too sure if anyone else does it, but it certainly stopped you from going off track and trying to take an advantage. Not to say that happened here, but some tracks, if you muff it up a bit, they give you a slowdown, and there's not much you can do about that. These two are continuing on. Stu's just jumped out to a bit of a 4-second lead there on Brett Want. Only a 5-second lead. He's really putting the hammer down now, and he's looking at these last 21 minutes of just fresh air and nobody in front of him, obviously. My dad's coming around here. He's on the back of this little train here with Rocky and Ant, 6th, 7th and 8th. That's a great sound that Aston Martin makes. I was actually thinking the other day of why there's no AMGs in here. I'm not sure if the Merc was not allowed in this series, or I would have thought there, if not, I would have thought there would have been at least a couple in here. Maybe it was given a rest, I'm not sure, but I'll actually might ask you about that, what the reason was, if there was a reason. behind the Merc not being in this series. Anyway, we continue. A little rice burner here, the Janetta, doing quite well, sitting in fourth, piloted by Bounty. Gas is about 5 seconds, 6 seconds off the pace. Behind Bounty there. And he's just going to tighten up the lucky band here and open her up. Whoa, we've got a car out there going very slowly. Who was that? Oh, that was Colin. It was lucky Bounty saw that at the right time, because that could have been absolutely disastrous. I don't know if Colin's got an issue there with his car, or I'm not sure what actually happened there, but luckily nothing untoward happened. And here we go. Your old rolling chicane, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And this battle is really heating up. TT and Brett want. I don't think there's been much to separate these guys at all through the season so far. And it continues. Brett missed his chicane by quite some on a margin there, and it's just opened the door for TT, who's just said thank you. I'll just squeeze on through you, and then let's have a look at Brett Want behind TT. Let's see what happens here. I think these two are going to be trading off positions. A little story to tell you all. They had a bit of an issue with my G29 power supply. Tell you what, I'm happy to say I'm back on track. It's all sorted, but I had a crap I had to go through to find another one, and geez, you know. I guess you're thinking sometimes with all the technology we have in this world, and get another bloody power supply was like, oh God, it's a mission. Oh, are you on the G29 as well there, Rain? Yeah, no, it wasn't great, I'll have to admit. It wasn't fun. I didn't know what was happening at first, and I had the headset on, and I had a bit of a sizzle. So I turned the headset down a little bit and looking around thinking, what's that from? And I looked down at my seat, and there it is. It's well, you got my attention quite quickly after that, let me tell you. I plugged it, bloody, and it actually fried my G29 wheel. I took it apart today, and it's knackered. It's absolutely finished. So I don't know. It must have gave the internals of the wheel a good old heat blast. But I can't remember how long it was going on for. I just remember I was looking down, and seeing sparks and crap everywhere, and I'm going to go through that again. This battle continues on, but Brett wants sort of losing some time there with rain. These guys will all have old rubber, so maybe these cars are not as settled as they once were. Track temp is down to 20, so maybe the pressures aren't right where they should be. We usually don't see track temps in the 20s in Spain, normally around the 40s, 30s, 38s. Some of these cars might be struggling a little bit in the latter stage of the race. A Bounty here flying along in his little spacecraft, sitting in a very comfortable 4th spot. Just to recap also, the championship, we see TT sitting first, 89 points, followed by, here you go Rain, you're sitting second mate, 71. And you had a big day today, so I'm guessing you'll be back next week to resume your battle in your KTM. How is that KTM going, by the way? It looks like it's been handling quite nicely for you, doing the things that you wanted it to do. And then we've got Ant Lloyd sitting third on 60 points, Stozza on 59, Adge in 5th on 57, Rocky also in 5th on 57. Very tight there, those two. Where are they sitting on track? Ooh, very interesting. Brett wants, sorry, nope. We've got Gazza sitting 655, Brett won on 50. The Scoop on 47, Cobb on 48, Colin on 43, Ant in 35th on 11th spot, 12th we've got Stew, and tonight's race points should help him quite a bit. Ice on My Veins on 25, Bounty 24th and 14th. Putner also on 24 points and 14th. And Sparky, who is not with us tonight either, he's coming 15th on 18. But at the present time, we're seeing Stu top of the pops. 24 laps have been completed. We have a Baker's dozen sitting on 12 minutes here to go. And the guys are all just sort of little pocket battles in some parts of the circuit, except for the guys up the front here. They sort of broken free of each other a little. Brett seems to be, I don't know if he's having some issues with his car here, tyre life or pressures, but it certainly doesn't look like it's sticking the corners like it once was. Old rubber as well, I guess. Gazza and Bounty in 4th and Gazza in 5th. Got Adge sitting here in 6th spot. He's doing a great job. He's holding that Aston Martin very nicely. It looks like he might have a bit of a train going on behind him. He's got Antlog in 7th. in the Audi. And we've got Rocky sitting in 8th, just behind in the big Chevy. Cobb, haven't seen much of Cobb. Here's Cobb. Cobb's sitting in 9th. He's coming around. I think he's not too far off that battle in front. See what he can do here. Some time up on these guys. Looks like a great little battle here between Ant and Adge, 6 and 7. Oh dear. There's a couple of times Adge has been caught out with that corner, and it's a corner that can catch you out. Under braking, you know, you think you get it right, and then you've gone in too deep. He's certainly under all sorts of trouble now with excuse me, with Ant behind, and I can hear an angry Chevy behind Ant as well. Here we go. So this is probably the battle on track right now. These three guys are fighting quite hard and fair. Great racing. What you want to see, we're coming up on 8 minutes. So these next few laps are really going to be showing us where these guys are going to be finishing. Adge up in front there, he's keeping things under control. Just doing them. Oh, there goes that Chevy. And these Chevys, when they lose their tyres, they're not very happy. Again, it's not really looking too friendly for Rocky right now. You have to fight that bloody Chevy, Rocky. Get it in the ring, mate. Well, you know what I mean. See if Adge has got that corner a little bit more under control. He has. Oh, and the big Chevy said no, didn't like that. No, wasn't very happy at all. I'm into darkness on the track. Not sure what the actual time is on track right now. Doesn't tell me much at all. Not sure. Anyway. And Aston Martin's getting away. Bit of a shame for Rocky. Would have been a good finish to this race if his car behaved itself. He's not going to die wondering though. He's going to keep on it. And Adge here in the Aston Martin, keeping Antlock at bay there. Currently sitting in the 6th spot. Got Gaz in 5th. They're way up the front there. On his own up there, Gaz. He's still chasing Bounty. Bounty's coming onto the straight now in the spacecraft. He's doing a great job actually, Bounty, in that little Ginetta. I would have loved to have seen a couple of Ginettas in the field. Current track temp is still on 20 degrees Celsius. So And Giannetta's looking quite comfortable there. It's not doing anything that it shouldn't be doing. Bouncy at the helm there. Fortunately for Stosser, he's at the back of the field, just having a look at these guys down the back here. Fortunately for Stoz, his Camaro gave him some grief and has put him to the back of the field, but he's going to continue on. Let's find out a little bit about these Chevys and what the deal is with their tyre wear and their pressures, because there's been a couple of them that have not liked cooler conditions on track, and old rubber, they're not liking old rubber life. We've got Colin also. Colin's been lapped, what looks like by Scoop there. Colin had a bit of an issue on the straight before, I'm not sure what happened, but luckily Bounty was able to look up and see him in the middle of the track. Not sure what actually happened there, but luckily nothing went any further. We're at Scoop here. Unfortunately for Scoop here to start in the pits. But he's hitting 12th. He's doing alright. There's nothing wrong with the way things are going. He could have been better for him, you know, with the start, but he's sticking at it. That's what it's about. Stick at it. Got 3 minutes left in the race, everybody. And that hour went very quickly. Let's have a look-see up here. We've got Adge. We've got Ant behind Adge, and this still seems to be the battle. Although I think we'll stick along with Cobb's coming around now as well. Where's Cobb? Cobb's doing things on his own. He's sitting in ninth. He'll just be sitting back and getting his Aston over the line. And oh, yeah, seems to be a lot of these slow turn spins from these GT3 cars. Definitely the off the rev, the Audi really does have some issues, I think, sometimes with its slow rev, with its slow spin. That's one thing I really hate, that slow spin, and there's nothing you can do about it. You try to catch it, but it happens, and it just either throws you into a wall or turns you completely around. Very, very frustrating. But he's sticking with it though. He's trying to stay with Adge. Adge is really creeping out there. Should be coming up onto the final lap, so let's have a look at Stu. This coming up to complete lap 30, and lap 30 should be the last lap of the race, I would presume. And here we go. See, I should have been Nostradamus. Yeah. So let's stick with Stu here on his final lap at Barcelona. Barcelona. He's done a great job tonight, Stu. He's pretty much just been out in front for the whole race. He hasn't really... He's just kept that gap in between himself. He had a great battle with Brett Watt for a while there. He's got TT also, and behind him. TT's off a little bit, but this will be welcome points for Stu here. A few more corners to go and it's done and dusted. His Audis look very impressive. Here we go. Up through the back part of the circuit, the Audis, Stu's Audis look very, very tidy for here. I was watching him in practice and the car just looked like it really felt suitable for this track and the conditions. And Stu's just piloted this Audi magnificently all the way to the finish line. Congratulations, Stu. There you go. Stu's taken out the GT4 round 3 at Barcelona. TT comes across the line to take a fantastic second. He battled hard with Brett Watt. Brett Watt comes over in third. Bounty coming across the line in his little spaceship. Fireworks are going. That looks brilliant at night time. Well done, Bounty. Flash those lights, mate. Good deal, mate. Gaz in the big Audi comes across to take 5th spot. See if he's going to... No, nothing. All right, Adge. Adge is coming. Adge has done a fantastic job in his Aston. He's had a bit of pressure from Antlog behind him. Where is Antlog? Antlog is just a little bit behind, but let's stick on here with Adge. Going to come across the line, take out a very, very important 6th spot in this race. Not an easy race, and he drove well, very well. Well done, Adge. Adge comes across as well. Antlog comes across in 7th. Great drive from Ant. He was trying everything in his power to get up on Ant there. And there he is, Cobb McCall. Jeez. Comes across the line in 8th. Good drive. We didn't see much from him, but he was alone a lot of the time. Okay. And, okay, I believe I cannot see any further. But there we go. Stu takes the race. Takes the race win. Great drive. TT 2nd, Brett Watt 3rd, Bounty 4th, Gaza 5th, Adge 6th, Ant 7th, Cobb 8th, Rocky 9th, Ant 10th, Ant Bark 10th, Size 666 in 11th, Scoop 12th, Colin 13th, and Stozza 14th. Rounding out the field. Great racing by everybody tonight in the GT4 season. I'm not sure where we are next week, I have no idea, but I'll be finding out in due course. But thanks for tuning in. If you've watched the race, give the channel a bit of a like as well. If you could, that'd be great. And I hope to see you all next week, next Sunday, for the continuation of this GT4 season. Thanks everybody. Good night, and be good to yourselves. That's a river on the mountain.